Humanity should take a quick leap into finding a new paradigm of acquiring knowledge. The old paradigm is taking too much time, and then we are getting old. So we have to find out a new paradigm. It's not that the new paradigm is going to come out of the blue, uh, need not be the case because it's available, already available in the traditions that uh, were cherished by the ancient world. Particularly in India, they had this knowledge, untaught intelligence, untaught intelligence. To illustrate this, I can think of my favorite example. You go to a Google search to get some info on a certain topic. You have millions of entries, and you have to go through them patiently, and it's time consuming. Is it possible to get the info you want just to show up in a mysterious way? Yes, it can. So, what it means is there is a time based, linear uh, uh, pros and cons and cause and effect approach versus a spontaneous, on demand show up of data that you want. It seems very philosophical and impossible to conceive because we have been working only in the realm of linear rationalistic paradigms. We don't have uh, a paradigm that can give everything instantaneously. Although, with the quantum physics now picking up, with the theories like non local reality and theory of uncertainty of Heisenberg, we are able to conceive of philosophical notions uh, as physically verifiable. It is possible, for instance, you can go to Google and find what you want without having to go through a blind, time consuming search. And what that search would be like, you just go into the nuclear levels of your own consciousness, by which I mean your thought process goes very, very subtle. And to where? To the level of intuition. So you go from reason to intuition, and that intuition will be revelatory. And this is what Einstein said, that he discovered things only through intuition, not through rationalistic process. And this is not only what Einstein can do, this is what everybody can do. One thing that I think about with regard to Google search is that you just go to Google search, you don't go into the search right away. You have that, um, say you want to know about nucleotides, and then you narrow it down to, say, mm, nitrogen, or and then want to know about that, and or you just go into a process of refining the thought process, and from the mind level to the gross thinking level to subtle levels, and then you go beyond the meaning level, and then still there are classification of these levels in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, and then there are other classifications like Madhyama, Paishanti, and even Vak, Paravak. Uh, these are all uh, very minute levels of cognition. Mm. And from that cognition, when you go into the cognition, then there is a possibility that you can find what you want to find uh, in a miraculous way, because we are using the nuclear mind, or what I call as the particle mind. And the search now for Google is taking place only at the elemental level, you not even at a molecular level. So it is possible. It is possible that one day we will be able to have the knowledge show up, the data or info show up quite spontaneously, because we are going to use uh, a different layer of the mind, which is a very, very subtle layer of the mind. That's how the yogis were able to know things without having to labor. And so the science has to incorporate that. Not that we are going to dump science, because we can't do that, but then we can combine these two and then create a new paradigm. I'm very passionate about it. I just put out this video so that people can pick up on this, and then do some experimentations themselves to see if they can see what they want to see without having to go through a rational process. God bless.